Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studios. I'm here to do a flip through of this journal. I think we did a tutorial on these, how I created these collaged covers. And I had one in pink and one kind of, not all, but basically pink, blue, and yellow. And I started with the yellow one, so I'm going to move these aside. I have something in mind for this pink one. Not so much yet for the blue one. But I'm going to move these aside. And I wanted to do a flip through of this yellow one and tell you kind of a funny story. Is when I create these, I made the cover and I knew how big the spine was going to be. And so I decided that I needed to have 4 signatures. My signatures usually have about 8 pages. And then when you decorate them, you know, they become a little fuller. And I kept... I did the signatures, I made the signatures, I folded them all, I inked all the pages in that, and literally when I stuck them in here, I had so much extra room. It was like there were only 2 of them. There was so much extra room. So I kept adding things to them, and you know, their pockets and the belly bands and all of that, and now this journal is so full. Look at it. So it really is an alligator mouth, and I love it. But I was so worried that I wasn't going to have a full enough journal, and now it's even better than I had anticipated. So let me just see if I've got my ruler here. Most of my journals are, you know, so a half a sheet. If you fold an 8.5 by 11.5, that fits in there. And my printer does print borderless. So usually I do print my pages borderless. But this journal is, the covers are 6 by about 9. And the pages are 8.5 by 5.5. So let me show you what I did. So basically the journal, this is a 1.5, I think 1.5 inch, 1 3/4. It's about 1 5/8 inch spine. But it's just a collaged cover that I decoupaged, so it feels, it's pliable, but it feels kind of like faux leather. I do have book corners, small book corners on the edges, and I do have fabric on the spine to cover up the threads. And then this was kind of an experience as well. This is a printout that I did on an inkjet printer. And being that I was going to put it on the top of this, I wanted it protected somehow, but I wasn't sure how to do that since an inkjet printer, the ink is water soluble. So what I ended up doing is, I just tried this yesterday. I put this on a plastic mat and I poured, let me show you what I used. I poured this Liquitex matte medium. I just went like that all over the top of it. And I could see it starting to kind of turn this pinkish color all over. And I thought, oh well, I just kind of figured I would take a credit card and move it and that everything was going to smear, and what a mess. Well, it ended up that I was able to get the credit card, the matte medium all over it. And then I kind of real lightly moved it to the edges, sopped it up with a paper towel. And then I took the paper towel and I just blotted it. And that's where all the yellow is coming through. Where I blotted it, but yeah, it's still covered. So it's waterproof. And I loved it. It so totally antiqued it. But anyways, that's what this cover is. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try that in the future as well. I love the finish of it. I tied it with bias tape that's been dyed. And let me see what color this is. This color is crushed olive. And it just goes through, it has grommets on either side, and I just, moved it through. So let's just open it up. So it was so full I didn't put a pocket in here because I don't know if you'd be able to fit stuff. I guess you could just tuck stuff in here or make your own pocket. But anyways, so these are the 4 signatures, and my signatures are usually very, very similar, each one, just different decoration and different page printouts. In this journal, I picked all yellows and greens and some other colors, but basically it's all yellow. I did take all the pages and I edged them in Distress ink. I think it's honey yellow or honey gold or something. And so that's what I did. And then like on this page, I do this in all of my journals, or most of my journals. I do collage around a page because I think it looks so cool, and I got that idea from Nelly, I think. And here's a belly band with a journaling card. I printed this postcard up, 4 up, and then just decorated the fronts. And here's just a pocket, and this has a yellow tag. I mean, so much room for journaling on that tag, or put a picture on the front. And this is a pad of paper. I've got some lined paper, and it just tucks up under there. Most of my journals do have a lot of journaling space on them. Sometimes I try to add things to break up the white pages, but in this one I kind of left it. I don't know, I kind of like it. This is just a little ruffle, so you can actually, let me find a card or something here. So you could actually, you know, tuck something behind this ruffle if you wanted. It holds it. And these are light enough pages, you could write right on these pages, or put a picture and write on there. This is a bag that I made out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and a card that I put in there. And this bag is folded in half. Here's the center. Left this open to put pictures or thoughts or whatever you wanted in here, your own ephemera. And this, I'm thinking I'm going to take a pair of scissors, I think, and just cut off this edge so you could tuck something in there if you'd like. This is a vertical belly band with cards. I did a video on how I made these index cards. And then this is a tag. So here's a little pocket I made by collaging some leftover scrap papers, and then here's a tag. And this is a pocket. Here's a piece of, there's a folded piece of blank paper in there. That tucks right behind there. And then this is just a faux envelope. So I made these little buttons, and I just glued that on, but this is a faux envelope for journaling. And this tucks right behind the button there. And here's a horizontal belly band. I love it. It's so colorful. And a tag. And this tag, I have one of these in each signature, and they're different colors. But basically what I did here is, this is a stamp, and it was done in black. And then I watercolored them different colors. Oh, let me see. So here they are. So it was just a piece of white cardstock, and I stamped it, and then I watercolored it. And then when I went to put it in this journal, I actually went over all the black with a gold pen. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a gold pen. And here's just a blank journaling card I tucked in there. And there's a horizontal pocket with a couple of index cards for journaling. Cute, huh? And this one has fabric roses on here for trim. That's the first signature. Now the second signature, you're going to see a lot of similar page pieces, like, you know, belly bands and pockets or whatever. Just they're decorated different. So here's a belly band with a journaling card. There's the collage page. This one has a tag like this. And this paper is the same inside, a little different paper here, but same basically thing with some antique lace. And then there's a little pocket here, and this is just a journaling card. This is an index card, and this has like silk from my mom's wedding dress and her lace. And this is actually a baby wipe that got sopped up in the yellow color. I love it. Again, here's your, you can tuck in there. And this is a different material or a different pattern for the bag. And here's a journaling card. And here's a vertical belly band with a tag and an altered index card. And there's the center. And this is a little tiny pocket here that I put a big tag in with. This is just a piece of stitchery embroidered. And again, I'll probably slit this bag right here. So a little card, or excuse me, a tag. And here's that another tag that I did in the green with the gold on it. I love these tags. And I actually drew gold design on there. I don't know if you can see it, that it's gold. Here's a tag I had in my stash that I thought looked cute in there. And here again is that paper, that the faux envelope, and here's a journaling card. And this just flips up for journaling. And here's a belly band with another altered index card. Kind of cute. And here's our third signature. Belly band, really cute, pretty flowers. I love the design papers. I just love them. I picked as many yellows or golds that I had. And this pocket here, I used a little trim on there. There's a tag, and then this is the notepad. And then here's your little tuck area of this part right here. Here's your belly band, and this has this altered card and a beautiful tag with some lace on top. And here's the bag for the signature that I made with a journaling card. And again, we'll slit that so you have a place to put something. And here's a little pocket that we made with a tag with some lace at the top. There's a belly band with, and this tag is the one that I lined in gold again. And a really cute index card, coffee dyed. And this is a pretty pocket here. I actually put some gold trim on this pocket here, and this is a tag that I had with, it's got vellum covering it. A lot of journaling space in my journals, so. And here's a belly band here where I did some trim on the edge. And here's a really cute journaling card, postcard. Turn it this way. I love these papers. And then this is a journaling card here and a tuck, and this is the paper pad. And here's your side tuck. And blank space for journaling. Here's the bag I made for this one with a really cute card. These botanicals, I'm creating a digital for those, so I'm in the middle of doing that, cleaning them up. And here's a tag that's in this belly band here. Altered card. This is a cute pocket and tag with some lace on here, some vintage lace, and those little yellow roses. They're fabric roses. And then this one has green with the gold on it. And then I also colored in these areas with the gold. And then this is the faux envelope. And this has a piece of paper in there that got punched when I punched the grommet. It was sticking out, so that's kind of interesting. It was like I was going to cut it off, and I thought, no, I'm not going to cut it off. And then here's a cute pocket, and this has little green buttons. I actually won those in an auction, online auction at Keisha's Vintage Market, and so I sewed those in with some thread. I thought they were very pretty. And this is how I make these with packing paper. They're journaling space that I do packing paper and just put some color on there. That paper is pretty thin, so to tuck it in you have to really kind of work at it there. And that's the journal. And then it ties closed, and the back of it's just the patchwork. And it just ties closed. I'm going to turn it sideways so that I can tie it. And you can pull it tight so that it will close tight, and just tie your bow. And like I said, it just feels wonderful in your hand. Anyways, this will go up in my Etsy store. I had half in mind to keep this one for myself because I kind of loved it, but I don't know, I might keep one of the other ones or just make more. But I love how it came out, so I'm thinking I'm going to put it in the Etsy store in the next day or two, so I'll have to make a decision about that. So thank you so much for coming to see the flip through. I hope you loved it. If you're interested in buying, go out to my Etsy shop, see if it's still there. Like and subscribe. I surely appreciate it. And until the next video, see you soon. Bye-bye.